Jeez. So y'all haven't seen, but this is my third time coming down here to record, and I'm tired of running up this freaking hill to get my camera back. But don't mind the scenery in the background. It's, you know, I live in a desert, okay? So not gonna get any greenery or anything. It's the best I got. Right next to my house too, so it's a good little recording spot. Wanted to talk about, like, why do I care so much about what others think, you know? Like, even recording this video, I seen a few people walking by and I stopped recording because I got embarrassed. And I just need to know, like, why do I care so much? It doesn't really matter, you know? Shouldn't care what others think about you. And, you know, it's obviously true. We shouldn't care about what people think, but like, it's really harder than we think. And the reason is that as humans, we're naturally social creatures who like to have praise from others. And so I believe that plays a huge part in it. The whole purpose of this channel was to, like, get out of my comfort zone and just be able to do things that I wouldn't have done before, you know? I would say 6 months ago, I wanted to start a YouTube channel, but I didn't because I was embarrassed and scared of what others might think. Because, you know, teenagers are gonna be teenagers. Regardless of what you do or what you say, no matter what generation it's gonna be, teenagers are gonna be judgy. So I just got a little nervous. And again, unfortunately, we all know, regardless of what you do, whether you are successful, people are gonna be like, oh, he got lucky. Oh, he's not gonna be able to do it again. You know, he's gonna die off soon. Well, his YouTube channel, not him, hopefully. But, you know, his channel is gonna die off soon. But whenever you're unsuccessful and, you know, broke, I guess you could say, people judge you for that. They're like, oh, he has no money. Why not just try to do something to make something of yourself? And maybe something great can come of it. You never know. I promise you, if I record an entire segment and my mic's unplugged one more time, I'm gonna get so upset. Nobody's gonna hate on a person who is unsuccessful and not trying to be successful, because what is there to hate? There's nothing to tell to them. They don't care and they're not trying to actively get better. But if you see someone like me, right, and you compare me to other YouTubers who have been doing it for a long time, my videos might not look as good yet, right? I just started. And the reason why that is so important is because getting hate means that you are doing better for yourself. It shows you're making progress, and it's making people mad because you're doing what they can't. It might look like I'm just walking away from the camera and kind of running away from you guys, and essentially I am trying to get as far away from you guys as possible. I'm just playing. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to see how far I can make it down here, you know? I'm trying to see how far this goes, and I'm going to act like I don't already know because I've been doing this since I was a kid, but yeah, I'm going to see how far this goes. When you feel like the whole world is just out to get you, and when you're recording, you feel like people are just judging you and watching you about what you're saying, what you're doing, I promise you, 9 times out of 10, they really don't care. People got too much stuff going on to be caring that much. And that one person, out of everyone who does actually care, they're just sad. They're just sad, you know? They see someone doing something that they want to do, they think is fun, and maybe they don't even think it's fun, but they just want to hate because they're just filled with it. And those people, you can't do nothing about that, you know? You can't control what people think, can't control what people do or say. Just let them be. Let them figure out their lives, because, I don't know. To me, I just think it's stupid to hate. But that's just me personally, maybe. I'm sure there's a lot of people who agree with me, but hey, if you're anything like me, you'll understand that even those little things at times that you don't even believe would get to you will have you thinking about them like a week or two later, like, dang, do they really think that, you know? And if they do, whatever. And most of the time, like I was saying, they're just hating just to hate. And you're gonna meet those people, you know? I got a friend just like, I'm just playing. We really are supposed to be living life for ourselves. And if we constantly just cater to others and do what they want to do, or do what they say because you don't want to stand out too much, how are you going to live your life, man? Like, just think about it. Think about that, you know? How are you going to live your life? What are you going to do? Just sit there and not follow your dreams and passions? Like, that's just not cool. Like, imagine going your entire life. Let's say you live 80 years and You just do what people say all the time because you don't want to be seen as different. You don't want to be seen as I can't even talk for real. You don't want to be seen as corny or cringy. Imagine how you'll feel when you're on your deathbed and those people aren't even in your lives anymore. How are you gonna feel? You wasted your life because you're constantly just listening to other people, right? If you really are just continuing to get hate from people, just distance yourself, you know? And I'm in high school, so I understand you can't really distance yourself from people in high school, right? But when you do go off to do bigger, better things, you know, maybe you live in a different city, maybe you go off to college, right? Just distance yourself from those people that are hating. And if they come up to you, at that point, they're just a fan. Like, you can't even do nothing about that. They're just a fan at that point. But try your best to just do what you love to do, you know? And that's what I'm doing right now. I want to help people as best I can because that's just my personality, I believe. And what I like to do is just, oh, there's some lawnmower in the background, but this is just fun to me. Like, I love giving advice. Like, I would try to give my friends advice if they needed it, if they came to ask me. And I just think it's so fun. Like, I genuinely think that helping people is one of the best things we can do. And teaching others the things that you use to succeed. And I'm getting a little bit off topic, so let me get walking again. So, right, you guys will not believe what happened. And if you watch the entire video, there we go. If you watch the entire video, you know what just happened. I didn't have my mic plugged in again. What I was saying is I'm just getting a really off topic in this video, and so I'll just make it a double video. Why do we care so much? That'll just be the title. And part of this is just like how I think about the people who hate on us, and also how you can counter it, you know? Whenever you do something like this and you get a little nervous and a little scared because people are gonna see it, it's really whatever. People are gonna make fun of you regardless, especially trying to do something like YouTube. See this rock stable, it's all fine. Yeah, it's fine. You know, especially trying to do something like YouTube or posting on social media, because that's kind of seen as like a specific thing for specific people. And most people aren't those kinds of people. They're watchers, they're followers, but not many people try to create because of this exact reason, right? I can tell you at least 10 people, right, who want to do this but won't because they're too scared to admit it, and just won't in general. So yeah, let's just keep on walking before I get too sidetracked. Yep, got his ass. See, what would be really good is if I could do this video in a super crowded area, right? And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not doing all that. I'm not doing that, at least not right now. I think that I would be able to, because that's kind of the point. If I was doing it in a crowded area, it would kind of convey my message a little bit better, but we'll leave that for another day, right? So again, I'm making my progress. I'm about halfway, actually. Oh wait, I'm not supposed to know how far this goes. Sorry. I'm not halfway. I'm still trying to figure this out, guys. It's very, very crazy. I'm getting very far. I don't know where it ends, and I'm scared, you know. But I'll check back in with you guys in probably like 10 seconds. I don't know what I'm talking about. Again, I gotta stop getting off track. My goodness. But another thing is, let me see where this little bunch of cactus is. Another thing is, people just take themselves too seriously. Like, really, what's the point of being alive if you're just gonna sit there like this? Like, live a little. People don't want to seem as lame. They just want to be so cool and stuff. Like, look, you can be cool and also have fun, right? That's what I'm trying to do. And, you know, again, I'm a little corny myself, and I know that to be a fact, right? So just embrace your traits, right? Why care what others think when you are yourself? You are who you are, right? So if you are corny, you are lame, you know that. I know that, right? Just embrace it. It's not that big of a deal, you know? I would rather be corny and have fun than just sit there and constantly, hold on. Let me find an example. Like, we all understand that's just lame, right? Oh my, dude, bro, one more time. We all understand that's lame. And for the people who do just try to sit there, be chill, be mysterious, if you could say, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that, right? But if they're doing that and then judging others who are outgoing, you don't even have to pay any attention to them because they're too worried about looking cool. What's the point? What is the point? I like to ask myself that. You know, these past couple of years with this aura stuff, I promise you, it has changed the perspective of so many people. I can't just have fun no more. I'm low-key having fun right now. Like, this is probably the most fun I've had making a dang video. Other than the ones with my girlfriend and us going to the games and stuff and me with my family. But like for a solo video, I'm having fun. I'm having fun. Am I going to regret this later? Yes, I'm going to get made fun of. But guess what? No regrets. Let me put that. Let me preface that. Let me preface that. I am going to get made fun of. Most likely. But guess what? It doesn't matter. Because, one, I'm a senior. I don't have to see these people again. Don't take this wrong way if anybody watches this at my school. 2, it's okay. This is the whole point of this video. So look, when I'm trying to set up this shot, looks a lot higher in person. I promise. I'm about to scale this right now just for the fun of it. I really am getting off topic, but let's see. The last thing, but certainly not least, is getting out of your comfort zone. And oh my gosh, I thought my thing was unplugged again and I was gonna have to go down there, get mad again, whatever. Oh, shoot. Y'all don't know how important that, oh my gosh. This is, okay. I'm gonna stand right here. This is as far as I'm going. Because this is kind of scary. I got this big old stick. About to hit me in the face, pause. But get out of your comfort zone, man. Like, look, life could be so much more fun, but you're too scared to do what you want to do, right? And again, we got to understand that getting out of our comfort zone and getting comfortable, see what I did there? Getting comfortable in new places, new positions, but getting out of your comfort zone and just really doing what you want to do is the biggest difference in the world, man. Like, I don't even know what I'm doing in this video. I know what it's about, but I'm just doing stuff and I'm having the most fun. Like, I don't even want to go back to my car and drive home. I see how far the walk back is and I'm already dreading it, man, but it's fine.